Hello there, I help with Mackers. This is Patrick with I Help with Macs, and I'm actually recording this video using my iPhone 4. Now, the iPhone 4S is the most up-to-date version of the iPhone, but I'm still using my iPhone 4, recording high-definition video, and I'm not using my computer right now because it's time to get out of the city and talk about creating some memories using non-professional gear. I'm recording using my iPhone because this is actually one of the best point-and-shoot cameras out there. So today I'm using my iPhone 4 to show you how to create some really cool memories and make those memories snap and pop and look good for friends and family, maybe next door, across the street, or even across the world. Let's create some memories together today. So here I am out in the woods, and as a lot of you know, I live in New York City. I live in Manhattan. It's actually uncomfortable to not hear the city right now. It's so quiet out here, it's lovely. And this has become a bit of a tradition of mine to come out to Piermont and Jersey and these wooded areas and just retreat and just be quiet. And like I said earlier, and like I always say, I love to document everything. I document to the point that it's actually annoying. Now, why do I do that? Or actually, how do I do that? Do I carry around big, expensive cameras? Do I go out and purchase lots of SD cards or flash-based memory that will store all this stuff from these big, expensive cameras? No. I carry around my iPhone 4. It's actually to the point where I don't even take my point-and-shoot Canon digital camera, which I love, around anymore. I simply use my iPhone with lots of great apps that are built in, and a couple that I've actually purchased to document what I'm doing. Now, I could be out here with my son. I could be at some sort of like a Chuck E. Cheese or something with my son. I could be in my apartment watching my son play with Legos. But when I actually just set up my phone and start recording, it becomes this documented event that I can share with friends and family around the world. No longer do I have to wait for people to hear about what's going on with me and then receive a letter in return with printed out pictures. No. Right from my phone, I can record and send video and photos. And even with the new Cards app on the iPhone, I actually can even send cards via mail to anywhere in the world for a very moderate price. Now, you guys can look online at apple.com/store or verizon.com or AT&T.com or sprint.com to see how much a new iPhone is. But my iPhone's $200, the iPhone 4. And then I spent less than 50 extra bucks. As a matter of fact, I spent less than 40 extra bucks on one little stand for my iPhone, as well as a couple of great apps that are going to show you what I am doing today. Isn't that cool? So let me just go ahead and talk really quick about Istabilizer. Now, I just wanted to take the time to show this to you. Notice how I'm actually holding my iPhone now with my hand. See how jittery it is? Well, that's all gone when you start using the Istabilizer. It's got this little spring-loaded harness that's connected, this little screw here, which, by the way, I can screw this off and connect almost any other camera to it. And it's got these little bendable legs that I can just pull apart and connect to almost anything. And then when I want to put my iPhone in here, I pull this down, or maybe the Istabilizer is straight on its legs. Pull this down or push it up, fit my iPhone right in, and I'm recording. This is how Timelapse works. You open it up, you create a new project, you say, I want to take a photo every 2 seconds, every 5 seconds, or I want to take however many photos I want. I want to keep taking photos for a certain amount of time, or I want to take up to this many photos, and you can go up to 9,999. And simply, your iPhone just click, 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 keeps taking these photos. And at the end, when you're done, when it stops, you can actually render those photos right on your device, okay? Render those photos into a high-definition video. So all this time-lapse you're seeing of me walking around in the woods, me driving, me doing whatever, a repair, something like that, is done using time-lapse right on my phone. Now, when I'm done, I have to actually take, using iTunes, not using any other special software, just what's already on your Mac or PC, I have to take that footage off of my phone and put it onto my computer, which I suggest you do because these videos will take up quite a bit of space. But once you're done with that, you're completely finished. Isn't that great? We have the ability to create quality footage and document quality memories. Whether it's a standalone video of us or our family or our friends or our business doing something really great, like I'm doing now, or whether we're shooting time-lapse footage or even stills, we have the ability just to create this really great footage to document our lives. I say this all the time, and I think it's actually worth repeating. This generation of sons and daughters that are growing up now, like my son, and, by the way, my son who is on the way, I think this will be the most documented generation. I take a picture of my son almost every day. Pull my phone out of my pocket, he's doing something crazy where, if you know my son, you know this is true. Click, take a photo, done. Click, take a video, done. Not using any extra expensive technology besides my phone. Isn't that wonderful? So, start documenting, start creating, and if you watch this video, if you watch this tutorial and you're thinking to yourself, man, I really want to show off what I've been doing. You can do it just like me. You can open up YouTube, create an account, create a video, create a time-lapse, create some stills, put them together in iMovie, or create a slideshow with Keynote or iPhoto, and publish that for absolutely free for the world, or even certain friends and family to see. So start creating, and I can't wait to see what you do with what you've learned today.
Before I wrap up here, one thing that I didn't do out there in the woods or in my car is show you some of the other apps I use to take photos. The iPhone has a great camera for photo and high-definition video, but there are some other apps that are really fairly priced that are going to help you out. So let me just go ahead and hit my home button here. There's Han and Chewbacca. Let me slide to unlock. There are my Lego Stormtroopers. And right here on my home screen, I have my photography folder. There's my camera. Right inside of here, I've got some other stuff. I've got Instagram for sharing. I've got my poster creator here. Let's start off with Pro HDR. If you want to take really high-end HDR photos, this is the way to do it. I'm pretty sure this app is $2. Tap the screen, it analyzes, and most of these apps will give you the option to take a wonderful photo, which this is doing, takes two photos and combines them to make a really high-end photo, and then you'll see that a lot of these apps will allow you to do some sort of editing, and then when you're done, some sort of sharing. Download Pro HDR. It's $2. Mess around with some photos and see what you can create. I'm just going to hit done here and not save what I've done. Okay, then we also have, let's see here, Mandar. I have no idea what that means, but if you search for DMD in the App Store, I believe this is also $2. This will allow you to take, I'm not even going to talk a lot about this. This is the easiest and best panoramic app out there. Challenge me. Find one that's easier to use. Find one that looks better. Long story short, this is the answer. DMD in the App Store. I live in New York City. I got the George Washington Bridge right down the street from me. I got the Brooklyn Bridge. I got the Queensboro Bridge. I got skylines that you would not even believe. I love taking panoramic apps, no matter how much people go, why are you always taking panoramic photos? There's iTimelapse, right? Love taking iTimelapse photos. Here's Snapseed. Now, all these apps that I've talked about either are a part of your phone, a part of your Mac, or cost $1 or $2. Snapseed costs $5. It is a full-on photo editor. Check it out. All these different adjustment settings, plus fun stuff like center focus, frames, tilt and shift, grunge, drama, vintage. Great photo editor, Snapseed. And then let me go into depth on this a little bit. This is a little bit fun. I want to end talking about this every day. What a fun app. Every day will remind you, and you can set it up for different intervals, but every day will remind you, however often you decide, that it's time to take a picture. And these can be pictures of, let's go back here, to of you and a friend. Here's me and my son, me and some coworkers, me and my wife. And long story short, after a while, you get tons of photos in your little timeline here. And then, when you're ready, you can generate, once again, a time-lapse video of all these funny or serious pictures you've taken right from the camera that's on the front of your phone, which it by default uses. And if I wait a while here, it shows up. And here's just another app. This photo, or this video, I should say, can be saved to my camera roll. Careful, there's a couple of ones of me shirtless in there. Ew, ladies. Okay, you can actually save this to your camera roll, and then once again send it to friends, family. After a few years, you can see your beard growing. You can see all the dramatic weight loss that I'm going to go through. It's a new year, right? And it's really, really fun. So I've got all these great photo apps. I'd love to hear what you're using, but I wanted you to see what I'm using to create really fun and interesting photos on my iPhone, not using any additional equipment except for great apps that I'm buying to interact with. Now, I guess I've got to add this to the video I'm posting to YouTube right now, so I might as well just go ahead and open up iTimelapse and start a new project where I actually video myself editing all this stuff down. So I look forward to seeing you on YouTube. Check out I Help with Max on Twitter or on the web, ihelpwithmax.wordpress.com. See you soon. Bye-bye.